My favorite thing about my body is its strength and agility. I grew up as a dancer, and so I really have a lot of gratitude for what it's capable of. Hello, my name is Alexis Ren, and this is my Women's Health Body Scan. My favorite body part to exercise, it's a cross between my butt and my abs. So my approach when it comes to glute exercises is I'm a big fan on elongation. I like to incorporate stretches while I'm toning because a lot of the times we're doing like heavy squats with weights, and because I'm an athlete, because I'm a dancer, I bulk really easily. Like my body's really like, oh, you wanna build muscle? Here you go. And so what I've been working on is a combination of yoga, Pilates, and ballet. And I think that combination is really great because when I'm doing per se donkey kicks, I'm not just doing a normal donkey kick, I'm doing a donkey kick and then I'm extending the leg, really straightening everything, pointing the toe, and then bringing it back in. So my whole thing is like, how can I tone and stretch at the same time? That's what I found is the best for me. Oh, I have to count, okay. One, so this is my god sister's name, Alexandra. She actually drew it out and then the tattoo artist copied it. So this is her handwriting. This is actually the first tattoo I got. It was my mom's signature I found on a document, and it was right after she passed, so got her signature on me. This is Roman numerals for the day she was born and then the day she passed away. I have a planet because I love space. It just kind of puts things into perspective for me, so I like to be reminded. And then I also have the word angel. I have a rose under here for my sister because her middle name is Rose. I have a tattoo, I'm looking for them, 27, number 27 for Dancing with the Stars because I was on season 27. Actually, me and my friend Milo, who's also on the season, we both got matching tattoos, so that was fun. Oh, on my fingers. So I have an ace of spades because my little brother's name is Ace. I have a tiny little gun. I like to joke and I just say it's for the people with closed hearts or whatever. I also joke about it being my rebellious stage because I didn't really have one, so I'm just look how little it was. And then this is a music note because music has always been a close thing to my heart. I grew up with my dad, just obsessed with music. He has this huge stereo system in our house, and then he has over 10,000 records all along the walls. And so I just grew up with music. It was that and ballet. It was the childhood. Okay, this is kind of a weird story, but whatever, I'm just gonna tell it. I don't know who's into psychics, but I'm on and off with them. But I think it's really fun and cool, and it's why not? So I was on this phone with this girl named Megan, and apparently she died and went to heaven, and she came back and now she channels. For the first time I was meeting her, and she was like, what's wrong with your hair? I was like, what? And she was like, what's wrong with your hair? It's not the right color. It doesn't reflect you. She had no idea what I looked like. That's what's so cool. We were just on the phone. And she said, you need to go back to blonde. Your mom would want that. And my mom passed away in 2015, so I just broke out in tears, and I was like, okay, I'll go back to blonde. My mom was blonde, so it reminds me of her. I've changed my hair a lot over the past couple of years. I mean, mostly because when you get your heart broken, you want to hide from the person that you were with that person because you thought, I was vulnerable and I need to change, I need to put on an armor. And so ironically, a lot of the times when I felt like I needed to put on an armor, I would change my hair dark, which I always think is funny now. So now that I've come to the place where I feel really confident in who I am, no matter if I receive rejection or if I feel I need a change, that's when my blonde kind of came back, and I felt comfortable enough to just be that sunshine that I feel that I am. I almost broke my ribs on Dancing with the Stars. I think it was Halloween night, and my teacher, my partner at the time, wanted me to do 9 different jumps. And so one was I was flipping over his back, and one time we were late with the music, and so he rushed me onto his back, and I flipped over and I felt a snap. And I fell to the floor and I couldn't breathe, and I was like, oh my God. And the doctor comes in and he's like, you fractured 2 ribs and you might puncture your lung if you keep dancing. I mean, this was week 4 or 5, we were halfway through. And so it was a huge decision. I was I could go on or I could be safe. And I went on, and I just did. I took a really intense pain reliever. We'd have a doctor come over and he'd stick a needle in my thigh, and he'd be like, "You're gonna be fine." And every dance I was like, God. So it worked out fine and it healed over time, but I can still feel like the indent. We think like heels are normal because you're a girl, but I'm such a sneaker girl. Like where I can wear sneakers, I will, and I'm fairly tall as well. So whenever I'm wearing heels, I'm like 6 foot, 6'1". Like I'm so tall in heels. So I try to wear like those like cute little like 90s ones that are like shorter. So I'm just like, I'm only 5'11". I guess in a weird way, I have an interesting relationship with heels, because as much as I like love who I am, I also feel like I don't want to draw too much attention to myself, because I actually like don't feel safe. Because when I'm like walking around the city in heels, like it's like just this constant like catcalling and this and that and like people watching, and it doesn't feel good to me. And so I only like wearing heels to events when I know it's like a red carpet and then we go into the thing and then there's no like, I don't know, it's weird. Whenever I put on heels, whenever I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wear heels, it's gonna be a thing, 10 minutes or 5 minutes before I leave, I'm like, never mind, I'm just gonna put on, Jordans, it's fine. Like I'll just, with my dress, it's okay. At first, when I spoke about my eating disorder, it was really like, it took a huge weight off of my shoulders, because I could finally step down as like this perfect girl who figured it out, and I could just be like, I'm human, I don't have a mom, I don't know what I'm doing. I have a lot of pressure on me because I'm in the spotlight. So many people are idolizing me, but I don't understand why, and I actually want to give value, and I don't know what that is. When I started to kind of come back to myself after feeling like I was spinning for so long, I was like, okay, I'm gonna tell the truth. Now what I think it's turned into is like I'm completely healed from my eating disorder. I have an amazing relationship with food now, which I'm so happy that I can honestly say. But because I stated that I had an eating disorder in the past, like people only see me as that now. And I was like, no, like it is truly possible to completely heal from it. And ironically, like my body has never looked better, because I'm finally not micromanaging. I'm not only just eating leaves, like I'm letting myself have a cookie, I'm letting myself have bread, I'm eating things that bring me joy, and I'm also eating things that give my body nutrients. And it's like, it's the both, and healthy food tastes really good. I can go and get like an organic vegan donut and it tastes amazing and it's so good. You can be happy and eat what you want and look your best, and that is possible. I didn't know it was possible when I was 17 and 18. I thought I literally had to like punish myself every time I ate, and that's not a healthy response, and that took me years to overcome. But now I just wanted to say to anyone who's watching this, like it is possible to absolutely feel happy with food, love food. I'm definitely going through a period of evolution within my own identity, because like I am now, I turned 24 in November, and I'm starting to look at myself as a woman, which is exciting and also really scary, because I think I found comfort in being the young one. I found comfort in being the young girl who accomplished so much, and now I'm very, 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 very young, and I'm not saying I'm old at all, but I can now see myself as the mentor. So We Are Warriors is a personal development and wellness community. It's my place to just be myself, truly. I mean, it's a gated community where we have a couple thousand girls, and we just get on a Zoom call. It's like a huge therapy session, and I just go, guys, this is what I learned this week. These are the lessons I learned. Like, does this resonate with you? It's like really tough conversations that we have about society, and then looking at ways in which we can be the change, which is scary, but I think it gives us our voice. We're not pushing away our emotions anymore, because I think a woman's intuition, everyone's intuitions, but like female intuitions, because we're the caregiver, because we're the nurturers, because we bring life into this world, we have like a very deep intuition. And watching that grow and come out of these girls has been so fulfilling. Thank you for watching Body Scan, and don't forget to subscribe to Women's Health.